In this showcase, imagine a world straight out of a Mardax or maybe the first Fallout. Now, strip away the chosen one hero cliché. You are not designated to save the world. No, here you are just a regular human being, someone with a mission that doesn't come from destiny but from good old-fashioned revenge. That's Dust Riders for you, an adventure game where you are managing an entire convoy in a brutal desert wasteland. Think of it like a road tripping through hell, except your family is being ended by a gang. And the only thing fueling you more than gasoline is the hunger for payback. And feel free to tell me in the comments after watching this video, what do you think about the game? A big gang ambush wipes out most of your convoy and your loved ones. Your main character, Dust, crawls out of the wreckage with nothing but scars and a need to track down the gang leader who caused all this. But don't think you are getting a straight path. That won't be that easy. Instead, first you will manage resources, navigate harsh deserts, make tough choices and keep your convoy alive. Before you even get moving, you've got to pick your potion, Wanderer mode or Iron mode. Wanderer is your take it easy option. You can save whenever, reload and basically explore the world without too much stress. Iron mode on the other hand is challenging. One autosave, every decision brings consequences, and while the game isn't that punishing, Iron mode makes every bad decision feel heavy. The world itself is your typical post-apocalyptic cocktail. Endless sand dunes, rusting skyscrapers, skeletons, ruins of old civilization. Most of your time will be spent staring at the world map, plotting out roads for your convoy, deciding which enclaves, basically safe-ish settlements, to visit. That's where you buy gear, recruit new crew, patch up your vehicles and trade. Oh, and here you can refill gas. Because while revenge is the story hook, trading is the money-making machine that keeps the game rolling. Trading is actually deeper than expected. Each enclave has ended and each produces different goods. Some are desperate for food, others need scrap metal, medicine or even cattle. You buy cheap in one enclave and flip it in profit in another. It's a classic supply and demand loop. Get it right and your convoy grows rich in casino-like credits that serve as currency. Get it wrong and you might end up stuck in the desert with nothing but regrets and empty gas tank. And speaking of convoys, the game lets you equip your vehicles with weapons and upgrades. You've got a place for basic weapons, special slots for rockets or stunning gas, and defensive upgrades like spiked wheels and reinforcement armor. The cool thing is that these upgrades are visible on your vehicles. If you slap spiked tires onto your car, you will actually see those. It's a small detail, but it makes customizing your convoy feel real. I only wish the customization went deeper. As a car enthusiast, I found myself wishing for proper tuning, like adjusting weight for fuel efficiency, swapping engines, or even just painting the damn trucks. Right now, your convoys always kind of looks the same, just with different bolt-ons. It's not just vehicles that matter, though. Your crew is equally important. Each vehicle can hold 1 or 2 people, and every crew member brings unique buffs. Some reduce fuel consumption, some boost weapon damage, some make repairs cheaper, but placement matters. For example, the fuel-saving mechanic, he only works if you stick him in the main vehicle. It forces you to think strategically, who sits where and how their perks fit into your playstyle. Enclaves also offer missions, and while they are not revolutionary, they add structure. Most are FedEx quests, transport cargo, clear out riders, or supply resources. They are a bit repetitive after a while, but they keep the economy moving and give you reasons to hit the road besides just wandering. And occasionally you will find opportunities to actually expand enclaves, investing resources to help them grow. That's a neat touch, it makes the world feel less static. But it's not all safe trading and casual missions. Travel the map long enough and random events will pop up. This can be blessing or disasters. Finding extra scrap, losing supplies, or worse, getting jumped. Sometimes you just lose cargo, sometimes a vehicle gets trashed, sometimes a crew member doesn't make it out. Even in Iron mode, the game doesn't outright game over you. If your convoy gets wrecked, you are dragged back to the nearest safe enclave, licking your wounds. You will lose progress, sure, but it's more setback than restart. It keeps things tense without feeling cruel. And then there is combat. Imagine high-speed convoy battles on an invisible grid. You are moving trucks, smashing into enemies, firing weapons, dodging obstacles, all while your brain screams, "We are moving too fast!" It's chaotic at first, pure stress fuel. Then you discover the spacebar. Hit it and the game slows into a slow-mo, giving you precious seconds to issue commands without panicking. You start using obstacles to your advantage, forcing enemies into wrecks. timing rockets and other surprises. It's simple on paper. Keep enemies in your firing arcs, use specials smartly, avoid smashing your own trucks into walls. That said, combat does get repetitive over time. Early enemies all feel pretty similar, and while tougher foes eventually show up, the basic formula doesn't change much. I found myself wishing for more variety, like ramps, destructible terrain, or scavenged parts from defeated enemies that I could bolt onto my convoy. Imagine using red cars to upgrade yours. And here's another thing, there is no progression for your main character. Dust doesn't level up, doesn't get skills or perks. The convoy grows tougher through gear and crew, but the protagonist just kind of exists. No learn to fix vehicle faster, no spot ambushes better, nothing. It feels like a missed opportunity, but at the same time it's not mandatory to make Dust Riders shine. The main story also leans heavily on revenge, which sounds cool at first but loses steam when you realize you are mostly just grinding through side content anyway. Sure, hunting the gang leader is the big thing, but the game doesn't always give you a reason to care beyond they killed your people. And when you are constantly losing convoys members or vehicles to random bad luck, the whole avenge my family angle can feel a little dull. Honestly, I think the game would have been stronger, with factions, reputation system, or branching narrative paths that tie it into economy and world building. So where does that leave us? Dust Riders is fun, but it's also a little shallow. It's a game with a big potential, the trading, the convoy management, the gritty world, but it feels like it's not quite living up to everything it could be. That said, I didn't run into major bugs, and what's here works pretty well. There is enough to keep you hooked for a few hours at a time, especially if you play in short bursts. And the devs seem committed to add patches and updates, so there is hope that some of those rough edges will get sanded down. In the end, Dust Riders isn't a masterpiece, but it doesn't have to be. It's not the kind of title you will lose yourself in for months, but it's the kind of game you will happily boot up for a few sessions, mess around with your convoy, trade some cattle for credits, blow up some riders, and log off satisfied. If that sounds like your jam, give it a shot. And hey, if you do, let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye!